starter pack to taking out your braids: scissors, a plastic bag, and patience. Olá Gente Querida, tudo bem? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Matiza, and today's video, it's getting real. I'm gonna be taking out my hair. Yes, for those who don't know, this ain't my real hair. I mean, it's 2019. It shouldn't be a surprise. I'm gonna be taking out my hair while I'm gonna be spilling all the tea about how sophomore year went. But before we get into this video, if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. Join the Matiza fam. We're almost at 600 subscribers. It sounds so surreal to say. And yeah, let's get into this video. So let's just start. Basically, I went into sophomore year very excited because second semester freshman year was it was good, but sophomore year didn't feel that. I didn't get that same energy, and it was weird because going into sophomore year I had the positive mindset. You know, I was like, okay, I killed freshman year, I'm gonna kill this year. I mean, if others can do it, why not me? Hold on. If you guys don't know, I am a pre-med student. French major, chemistry minor, pre-med track. That's me, okay? My main beef with sophomore year wasn't social, it was academics. Courses I dealt with were French, biology lab, organic chemistry, science outreach. Out of those courses, it was biology that really had me bent. Let me tell you a little history about biology. I went into college, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a biology major, I'm gonna be pre-med, it's going to be great, it's going to be great. I stepped into intro biology. I changed that plan real quick, like that. I didn't think twice, I didn't look back. I did not like biology at all, especially the intro course. At that time, I was taking intro chemistry as well. Intro chemistry was hard, but biology was definitely harder than intro chem, for sure. This is when I knew that biology and me will never get along. It was when I took the exam, the first exam. Your girl studied like crazy. And let me tell you, I used the same study skills I used in high school. I was taking the same study habits that worked for me in high school, worked for me in college. I was more than wrong. Before taking the exam, I felt okay, you know, I was like, okay, I feel good. I looked at the first question, okay, got this. Next, looked at the second page, I was like, I'll get back to you. Okay. Third page, I was like, man, this has to be a joke. I literally was just like so confused. And right then and there, I started getting hot, getting sweaty, anxiety starts. And I was like, Lord, I'm gonna fail my first college exam. Coming from like high school, I never was about like that failing life. Actually, I was, but I always bounced back and ended up with an A. So facing that feeling that you know that an A is not possible, it brought me all the anxiety because again, I am pre-med, everything counts. All that stress came at me all at once in that one moment. I started tearing up and I was like, girl, pull yourself together. This is not the time. This is not the time. I finished the exam. I cried along the way to my room, called my mom. I just failed my exam. She was like, you know the grade, you just took it. I was like, I don't need to know the grade. I knew it wasn't good. The exam was like late October. Mind you, the whole time leading up to that exam, I was going through hella stress. Not eating right. I would just be in the library trying to swallow all the information up. And I ended up in the ER. All I'm trying to say is I was just not in a healthy physical and emotional state. And then so I came to a decision. The reason why I'm telling you guys is because if you are going through an academic or a college situation, I think it's very important to do what's best for you. At the end of the day, it's you that is going through whatever you are going through. So all the judgments that people can proclaim onto you, they can proclaim it right back to them because at the end of the day, it's not them that's going through it, it is you. So while I was at the ER, I already took my exam. I didn't have to restate my grade. I already knew how I did on it. I came to the decision, I was like, I have to drop one of these classes because I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to succeed in both without being full of stress, without failing. So at first I was going to drop chemistry, but then chemistry, something about chemistry, I mean, we just click. We click. It's biology that's just like, keep that, please. I made a decision to drop biology and keep chemistry. Now, chemistry I wasn't doing well at all either. It was after I dropped biology that I flourished. When you drop a class after drop at period, it's called a withdraw. Withdraw, what does that mean? Withdraw is like when you withdraw from a class, right? But after drop at period, during the drop at period, you can drop a class. On the transcript, it won't show, but if you drop the class after drop at period, on the transcript, it says a W. Now, the negative connotation behind a W on your transcript is like, okay, so whatever you do after college, the person looking at the transcript will say, oh, she withdrew from a class. Was it too hard for that person? What happened? So it just has a negative connotation. But at that point, I really didn't give two fadoodles, because if I did not withdraw out of that class, I would not be the better student that I am today. I can guarantee you 1000% I would not. So yeah, so that's a negative connotation, but I'm pretty sure like wherever you go, if you just explain like, look, I was going through A, B, and C. If I didn't do Z, X would have happened to me. I think they will understand. And if they don't, let them step in your shoes. Yeah. So I withdrew and your girl flourished. So that's the background behind biology. Now you know where I'm coming from with biology. And now I have to face it in sophomore year because I'm pre-med and one of the requirements is biology. And of course, my entire career when I go to medical school will be biology, so I have to face it either way, right? Now we're in sophomore year. I didn't really think about too much about my past with biology, but I did know that how I was studying for it in the past would not work right now. Now we're in sophomore year, my study habits have tremendously improved, and now I know how to study, right? So in the beginning, sophomore year with biology, it was cool, and we had these problem sets with biology, and I used to just be so lost. Not lost, but I would just be like, and these problem sets, you have to apply the concepts that you learned to answer the questions to the problem sets. It was like challenging for sure. My first exam grade, it was not where I wanted to be. I'm very, very hard on myself just because I know my potential. I'm not gonna settle for something that I know I can do better. I was not happy with the grade at all. I met with my professor. I was like, okay, this is not gonna, I need an A in this class. So how can I get there? And she laid out what I had to get on each exam. I was getting there until the last exam. So when I got to the last exam, at first I was like, that was a bit rough in the beginning, but I made it work. So I pulled through. I left the exam. Something about me also, after I take my exam, if I'm not 100% confident on it, I stress on it like crazy. I have to know what I got after. Let me know what I got and how I can cope with it or how I can like deal with it. It's so bad because it's like you already took your exam, what else can you do? So something I do before it was bad, before after I took my exam, I would immediately email my professor and be like, oh, what did I get? But then I came to my senses and I was like, yo, that's not really convenient, not even for the professor because you just took it. But I got better and I now email them 2 days later if they don't post it on the website. So if they don't post it on that, I'm still like waiting, then I'll go ahead and email them 2 days later. So, you know, I was on break and I emailed my professor, what did I get on the final? And she said, okay, now look, I don't tell people my grades. It's just because sometimes when you tell people your grades, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I just feel like sometimes when you tell people your grades, it's used to like define you academically, and I do not like that. But because you guys are my Matiza, I'm gonna tell y'all. And I really, really do believe in learning from people's stories, using people's stories as motivation. I emailed my professor. I was like, hey, what did I get on my final? And she was like, you got like an 80 something, like an 84 or like 85. And I looked at that and I was like, and I wasn't home when I read that email, and I just wanted to cry. And I was wearing makeup and I held my head back like this. I was like, oh man. And I literally had like a mini panic attack. Oh no. Ended up with like a B+ in that class. You know, a B+ to most people may not seem bad. Oh, like you should be happy to B+. But like for me, again, I'm very, very, very hard on myself. But I'm just gonna move on from it because like it is what it is at this point. So that was first semester. Now second semester, second semester, the first part was not bad at all. Like I really, really liked it. The material was more like interesting. It was like physiology. I love anatomy. However, when the second part came, we're talking about evolution and natural selection. Just boring. I did my best. I studied my hardest and studied like as smart as I could. I ended up with the B+. And I immediately went to my professor. I was like, is there anything I can do, or you want me to write up anything about evolution, or like just something to get that 1%? He was like, no, there was nothing. There's nothing because it would be unfair to the others. He was like, no, I mean, you should be happy with the B+. And yeah, you worked really hard. And I was like, okay. Look. I'm not trying to hear all that. If I was happy with the B+, I wouldn't be here. Sometimes professors, when you're doing like okay in the class, they just like expect you to be okay with doing okay in the class. Like, nah, no, I'm sorry. So then I ended up with second semester again with the B+. So biology, it just wasn't it. The material was fun. It's just the way of application and the way that the exam questions were presented about the material, it just caught me off guard. And I know in like medical school I will have to face biology, but I'm just happy to be out of intro bio. But besides the lows with biology of sophomore year, I did face some really good highs. Organic chemistry went really well. I will do a whole different video on how to succeed in organic chemistry, so be on the lookout for that and turn your notification bell on so you can be notified when I do upload that video. I personally, I mean this with all my heart, I would rather be in organic chemistry than biology any day. Another high that I faced, I got into a research lab that I've been looking into since like beginning of sophomore year. In the beginning I was not really into research because all that I knew freshman year about research being pre-med was like there's a chemistry lab, a bio lab, a molecular bio lab. That's not really my realm. I don't even know what really goes down in the labs, but I do know that I wouldn't feel happy doing the research. So I don't really want to do research that I have to do it for a long time and be able to advocate about that research that I'm not really like happy and passionate for it, because it's gonna show. I might be like, yeah, I did that. Yeah. Instead, like I really want to be involved and passionate about the research. And the research lab that I got accepted into, thank God, I'm so excited to do so. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just really happy about that. And in regards to social, I figured out that at the end of sophomore year, being alone is so essential. It's crucial to just being content with self-solitude. In the beginning of sophomore year, I found myself with my close friends a lot. I just started to feel like I couldn't be without them. I couldn't study without them. That's just not a good place to be when you can't be by yourself. And I felt like I was getting to that point. High school, freshman year of college, I was not like that. I was content with being by myself, but when it came to beginning of sophomore year, I found myself texting our group chat all the time, like, hey, who wants to study, blah blah blah. And when someone generally couldn't make it, I'd just be like, oh, I don't want to be by myself. I caught myself doing that, and I was like, whoa, relax, you can't study by yourself, like what? And so I not like distanced myself on purpose, just like, took some time out for myself. And let me tell you, when your friends are like real, they will understand, hey, I can't eat with you today because I just want to eat by myself. Hey, I can't go out tonight because I just want to have time to myself tonight. If they're like, oh yeah, that's cool, and the next day they talk to you as if it wasn't a big deal, as it's not that serious, keep them around. If they feel some type of way, or like they'd be like, okay, because you want to study by yourself or things like that, you know what, this is taking a bit too long. Let me just your girl is done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos. Yeah, may God bless you. Stay fabulous, stay fierce. Mwah. Ciao, queridas.